said the word man is an acronym from morning, afternoon, and night. There is a morning season of life. There is an afternoon season of life. There is a sunset season of life. There is a twilight season of life. There is a turn down season of life. And what is important is that the adult you will become should be thankful of the young person that you are right now. The old man and the old woman you will become should be thankful to the young man and to the young woman you are today by reason of the choices you would have made in the primacy of your life. The primacy of your life, the season of your life. Life is a product of choices. It's not about your past. It's not about your pedigree. It's not about your antecedent, your background. It's about your choices. Deuteronomy 30, verse 15. Deuteronomy 30 and verse 19. I present before you blessing and curse and life and death. He said, choose life. It's the choice that you make. Your choices create your outcomes. When she came to a crossroads, Alice asked the Cheshire Cat. When she came to a crossroads, Alice in Wonderland, Alice asked the cat, which road is the right road? And the cat said to Alice, it depends on where you're going. And Alice said, anywhere. And the cat said, any road. If you are going anywhere, then don't bother about asking which way. Just take anyone. But if you are clear, definite, specific, sure as to where exactly you are going, then you can't take just any road. I've come to realize that your ability to define your preferred destination in life, discover the roadmap for getting there, and commit to traveling on the required and the necessary path will determine how far you go and how high you rise. Let me say that again. Your ability as a person to define, because if you cannot define it, how will you know when you find it? You must be able to define your preferred destination, where you are going exactly. And then you must now discover the road map for getting there. And then commit to traveling on the required and the necessary path that will determine how far you will go and how high you will rise. So life is a product of choices. Some people think life is a product of faith. F-A-T-E. Sera. Whatever will be. No. Life is a product of choices. And everything in life is at an equal distance from you. You just didn't know that. Everything. There are certain factors that are non-essential, that are inconsequential in the final outplay of our lives. Many years ago, we did a program in the University of Ibadan for final year students. We tagged it stepping out and stepping up. So what we did was to bring a couple of people. We aggregated a team, a personnel, people who were already doing well beyond school, to have these guys who are about to leave school to ask them questions on our team. It was not planned, but later we realized that this was the team we put together. One of them was a professor of law. The other guy was an AGM in a bank, a friend of mine in school. The third one was working with Slum Badger. And then the fourth one came out with no class. And all of them were doing exceptionally well in society. And we realized from that event that credentials are not the same as accomplishment. Credentials are not the same. One of them was given back to by a farmer. That was his father. Yet he became a professor of law to show that success is not genetic and that failure is not hereditary. Neil Rudenstine, I always talk about him. Neil Rudenstine was the president of Harvard University for 10 years. Harvard University is reputed to be one of the most foremost universities in the world. And Neil Rudenstine's father was a prison doorkeeper. His mother was a waitress in a restaurant. And he became the president of the foremost university in the world for 10 years. For 10 years. It's all about choices. The choices that we make from where we are. In Genesis 13, God said to Abraham, I think it's verse 14, He said, look from the place where you are. After Allah was separated from him, God said, look from. It's not about what you don't have. It's about where you are, what you have, who you are. It's a vantage point to start from. You may not have the head start of others. You may not have the leverage of others. But no matter where you are starting from, you can still finish well. End your journey exactly the way God intended for you to end. Proverbs 23 and verse 18. It says, surely there is an end, and your expectation shall not be cut short.